What Facebook ad should you test next? I've gotten this question quite a few times, comments, inner circle students, even some of my free groups and stuff like that. So today I want to dive into when I'm sitting down and I'm creating Facebook ad creatives and stuff like that, creating new ads and everything. What are the creatives that I look to test next inside of the ad account? So got this little chart right here, and there's kind of 4 key things I'm looking at. How do we reach more people? Who are we not speaking to, iterations off the winning ad, and then variations off the winning ad. So each one has some very specific scenarios that I'll go over, and just different case studies has helped us in terms of actually being able to scale. So the first one we'll talk about is how to reach more people. So great example here is, back in 2023, we started working with this account, I think November 2021, and from November 2021 all the way to, I want to say it was like April of 2023. We've taken this account from $1,000 a day in ad spend to $10,000 a day in ad spend, and we're optimizing specifically for CPL and cost per lead. And our target was like a $35 CPL, and we maintained very low CPL up until we got to about $10,000 a day. And once we got to that $10,000 a day, we kept budgeting to about $40 CPL, and CPL started to rise. And from like April to October, we just kind of struggled with like getting that CPL lower, and we were having a lot of pressure from the client to start spending $15,000 a day. So we need to add $5,000 a day and get the same CPL of $35 or less, but we were averaging a 40. So we need to lower CPL so we could spend more money. And for about 4 or 5 months, I think we probably tested almost every single problem-aware ad we could possibly test. We tested tons of different ways, created diversity, all of that good stuff. And we just didn't really see any success that we needed. And, it ultimately came down to the conclusion that, hey, we're spending a lot of money. Our frequency was really high. It was like a 1.8 on like a 7-day basis, specifically for our top performing ad. So we just kind of came to the conclusion that, hey, look, we're not reaching enough people. We need to reach fresh new people. And it's not really a creative issue because we've already tested a ton of different creative styles, formats, all of that good stuff. So we need to look at it more from how do we just reach totally new people in a way? And this is where I was like, hey, let's go after more unaware people. Unaware people versus problem-aware people. Problem-aware people already know the problem. In our case, we're going after people for an insurance product, and these people already knew about the problem that this insurance product did. So we just have to call out that problem and then introduce the solution. Whereas the unaware market, these people did not know about this problem at all that this particular product solves. So we actually had to call out people based off a characteristic. So for us, we were calling out people who were on Medicare. Again, we weren't calling out the problem, we were calling out people on Medicare. Then we were making them pay attention by saying, hey, if you're on Medicare, this could cost you thousands of dollars. Now I'm starting to make them pay attention, like, whoa, what's going on here? I'm leveraging a hidden fear. Then I'm going into the problem that this product solved. It was a particular thing they were exposing themselves to they did not know about. Because again, I'm going after an unaware market now, not a problem-aware market, and then went to the problem, then solution, and on. So going from problem-aware to unaware. And now I still had all my problem-aware ads running. I just started creating more unaware ads, and I found a winning unaware ad and allowed us to scale to $15,000 a day at a $32 CPL. And we were able to go all the way up to, I think, $22,000 in a single day while maintaining the cost per lead that we needed for this particular business. And that was a really cool, learning lesson for me, where it's like, if you're kind of capped out and you're testing a lot of creatives, then when you start looking at different awareness levels, you start spending more inside of the account. And that was a big thing for us. So, if we're at a point right now where it's like, hey, we're already tested all of these other things and we're just not really seeing much success, and we feel kind of capped right now in terms of the number of people we're reaching, then we need to start looking at how do we reach more people, and that'll be a different stage of awareness. You might be at product aware right now, you want to go solution aware or something like that. That's the things I would be looking at next. Now, the next thing I'll be looking at is who are we not speaking to? So this product right here, in terms of the scenario, it didn't really have many different types of people that we could target. So there was very, very few avatars that actually fit this product. Whereas this other product right here, they had a lot of different avatars we could target with this other product. So instead of going from an awareness level, we were just like, all right, who are other people we can target that we're not currently speaking to? And all of the competitors we're targeting stress. We were even targeting stress. You know, this client came on, they scaled their company up about 100K a month, and they spent a couple months just targeting stress. So we were like, okay, so we need to go after, you know, who are we not talking to right now? What are some customer avatars we've never tested before? And then that's where, after a lot of research and a lot of testing, we finally found the girls' night angle. And I know y'all already know about that one right there, but that was a whole new demographic that our competitors wasn't speaking to and we've never spoke to. And guess what? It crushed for this brand. We were able to scale from a couple $100,000 a month. I think we were at about $150,000 a month. And we were able to peak at 2.5, it was either 2 million, 2.5 million in November of 2023. And all we did was just look at who are we not speaking to inside of the account. That's all we looked for. Now, the next one we want to look at is iterations of the winning ad. So this is more of, okay, we just found a winning ad. Like yesterday, we found a winning ad. This is a totally new ad we've never done before. We found it, it works, it's amazing. Now, for iterations of a winning ad, I'm looking at two key things. I'm looking at the same script, the same actor, just a new location filmed. So great example is actually my personal brand. I filmed a video in my little studio where it was literally just like a short form piece of content. I was like, here's how to scale Facebook ads in 2024. And I just went, you know, increase by 20%, etc. That's it. I filmed that exact same video in LA. Went to LA. It was like February of this year. I went to LA and, you know, I decided to rent me a little Lamborghini Huracan for the weekend and rented the car. And then my videographer was with me and he was like, hey, why don't you do some short form content, talk about Facebook ads? So I was like, okay, cool. So I just went through like a couple of basic things off the top of my head, you know, how to find new winning ads, how to test Facebook ads, how to scale Facebook ads. And I said the exact same script of how to scale Facebook ads, but in a totally new location. I went from office to now, you know, convertible Lamborghini. One video did 300 views and one did 3,000 views. And if you guessed Lamborghini, you are 100% correct. The Lamborghini did substantially better. Why? Because it was a whole new location. And it was also a location that made me look like an expert. Like in the studio, like don't get me wrong, like my studio is pretty nice. Like it's not, I wouldn't say it's like super high end, but it's not bad at all. And the Lamborghini just, it had a little bit more status associated to it where like I didn't say anything about the car at all. I did not say a single thing about it, but just seeing me in it made me look more like an authority, which, you know, for someone who hasn't seen my channel, hasn't seen all my success stories, like, you know, they don't really know how to place authority on me unless they see me in that car, to be fair. So that did phenomenal for me. So just testing new locations with the same actor and same script can be really powerful once you find a new winning ad. Now, next one is same script, same location, just a new actor. And I'm looking for a very different looking actor. What I mean by a very different looking actor, I'm looking for an actor that looks completely different from a race perspective. So I'll test a few different ethnicities of people. I'm looking for a very different looking actor in terms of a sexual thing, in terms of like male versus female. And I'll look from a very different actor in terms of age. So like I wouldn't want to test like a 21-year-old and a 22-year-old. I would test like a 21-year-old, then like a 33, 34-year-old, and then like a 50-year-old. Like very different looking people. And this is where my research will really come into play in terms of, you know, what makes sense for my product. Like if it doesn't make sense at all for my product, I'm not going to test that particular person right there. But who are other types of people in my product? And I've seen some amazing success with this, because what'll tend to happen is if every one of your competitors are using like a 21-year-old and then you try to go speak to an older audience, sometimes that can actually have a super big impact, or a different ethnicity of someone. Everyone's using a white person and use a different color person, and all of a sudden that can create a huge impact, because now we're speaking to people that none of our competitors are speaking to right there, which helps us improve our performance. Now, the last thing I look at is variations off of the winning ad. Now, both iterations and variations, this is assuming I just found a new winning ad. Now, I'm not going to do iterations of an iterated ad. Like if I go do an iteration of a mixed guy doing a video for me and, you know, that we just find as a new winning ad, I'm not going to go start doing iterations off of that. Like I did my iteration, boom, it worked, okay, move on. Same thing with variations. Like I'm only going to go like one level deep on all of these right here. Now, variations, all I'm looking at here is, you know, for example, I filmed a YouTube video called like how to target your ideal audience with Facebook ads in 2024. And that video crushed. I think I got like 20, 30,000 views on that video right there. And all I did is literally go and create another video saying 3 ways to target your ideal audience with Facebook ads in 2024. And I'm saying literally the same thing in both videos in terms of like the core, what you're gonna learn. But one of them talks about 3 different ways and my preferred best way. And the other one talks literally about just how to do it. I don't talk about other ways. I just go, here's my favorite way, boom. So what you can do is you can actually go and, you know, pull out your big list of like the most eye-catching hooks you found. So like I like to keep a swipe file on hand of all my winning hooks. I think I have about 12 or 14 of them, my ebook. So if you want to download my ebook, click the link below to Nick's ebook. It's only $29. I give you about 12 or 14 different winning hooks that's worked for me. These are more formulas you can leverage. So I'll go and I'll just look at this, like, here's how to scale Facebook ads in 2024. Boom, that's a video of me just talking about how to scale Facebook ads in 2024. 3 ways to scale Facebook ads in 2024. I can sit there and talk about each different way. Here's my favorite way, boom. Now, Facebook ads expert reveals the best way to scale ads in 2024. I can make it look more like an authority angle right here, where it's like, here's how I'm positioning myself as this high level expert. I'm finally revealing it after years of hiding this information. I'm finally giving it to you. It's gonna be completely for free in this video right here. Boom. So it's basically, that's more of a variation right there, where it's that core thing people want. And I'm just kind of using different hooks that's also creating different scripts as well. That's the key thing there, because like I said, how to scale Facebook ads in 2024 is gonna have a completely different script than 3 ways to scale Facebook ads in 2024. And Facebook ad expert reveals how to scale Facebook ads in 2024. That's also gonna have a completely different script. So I'm using those new hooks to create those new angles for me, and that's giving me new things. So these 2 are going to be purely dependent on like, I just found a new winning ad, whereas this is like, and these 2 are more like, hey, we've been testing things, we're just not really seeing success. We tried a lot of iterations and variations. We tried a lot of new ads, and just overall, we're just kind of stuck right now. So we need to kind of take a step back and look at how do we either reach more people or who are we not speaking to? And those are 2 things that we can find from market research or just from looking at an awareness level perspective right there. So that's how we look every time we try and decide what Facebook ad you should test next. If you have any questions, drop them below. Happy to answer. Make sure you hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, and hit that subscribe button for new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want me to run your Facebook ads, click the link below to have Nick Theriot run your Facebook ads. And if you want me to mentor you, click the link below to have Nick Theriot mentor you. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a good rest of your day. Peace out.